Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Hey, guys.
Good to see you. I'm Everett,
And I'm April.
and we're the natives of the Villages, Florida.
Yes,
Yeah.
it changed.
Yeah, a while back.
Right.
Anyway, I get tongue-tied. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. And we got a special treat today. Yeah.
We do.
And we've had some home tours, Paul and Donna.
Yes.
And Rick and Angel.
Right.
Is this the season of home tours?
It is.
Yeah.
Ours started, then those, and now we have Ralph and Mary Lynn.
Ralph and Mary Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna, we're gonna get a tour of their home,
Right.
but I think most importantly to me, we're gonna hear their story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some great folks.
They are.
And you know, they moved here, I think he said 2nd of August of last year.
Right.
And made immediate friends. And we heard about them through Rick and Angel.
Right.
And just immediately bonded, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, they seemed to immediely bond.
They did.
They were just, and we've heard how they've helped, how they've been there for Rick and Angel,
Right.
and how Rick and Angel have been there for
Yes.
them. And it's really so typical of what we see here in the Villages, isn't it?
Right. Because when you move into a new area like they did, we also did the same thing. So you make that bond between the people that are there on your street, and they really have bonded.
They have.
And we get the pleasure of meeting them because of Rick and Angel.
Yes, and they've become a part of the Natives
Part
Club.
of the club.
And
yes.
right in there and helping and
Right.
volunteering and very active with that. And
Right.
we really appreciate that. In fact, Ralph flies drones, and he's going to be helping us out with some things.
Yes.
So,
Thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And Mary Lynn volunteered. I think she saw our request, and she said, "Hey, Ralph, you know."
She's seen your desperation.
Yeah, she saw my desperation, and she said, "Ralph can help you."
Thanks, Marilyn.
So thank you so much. But you know, Rick and Angel did a great job. Really good interview.
Oh, great interview.
Really good interview,
Yeah.
and then we get to see their home. So here again, here's the interview, and then their home tour, and then we'll be right back after to kind of wrap it up. Okay.
Right.
Okay. See you in a minute.
Hey guys, I'm Rick.
I'm Angel.
Hey, we got something very special for you today. We got our great friends, Ralph and Mary Lynn, and we're going to ask them a few questions, and after that, we're going to take a house tour.
Yay!
So, Angel, why don't you go ahead?
So these are our great friends, and we thought, wouldn't it be fun to get to know people that live in the Villages? And these were one of the first that came to mind. So
A couple of the most interesting folks that we've met.
that's an understatement. Yes. All right, guys. So how you doing? We do have a cheat sheet. So where did you move from, and how long have you lived in the Villages?
We moved from Vineland, New Jersey, and exactly a year ago.
Ooh.
South Jersey.
August-
That's South Jersey.
August 2nd was our 1-year anniversary here in the Villages.
And how did you hear about the Villages?
Well, we heard about the Villages primarily from our neighbors who lived next to us in New Jersey when we were there. We had, out of that neighborhood, we moved first to Florida, and then we moved to Vero Beach, by the way. And while we were in Vero Beach, that neighbor that lived next door to us started looking around in Florida and found the Villages, ended up buying a place here in the Villages. They're in the Richmond section.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, that's a nice
And
area.
so they ended up buying that place, and well, to make a long story short, the most of the time we were in Vero Beach, all we heard is when are you moving to the Villages. So here we are.
You bring your tribe. You bring
Yeah,
those.
so
yeah.
here we are. Yeah.
And so, what was your first impressions when you got here?
Well, the area is beautifully maintained. There's many activities. There's over 3,000 clubs and
Right.
organizations you can join. And there's access to everything. And it's even golf cart accessible. So, I mean,
So from your first impressions to now, has it changed at all, or?
no, it only got better.
I wouldn't say it changed at all, really. No, we just keep finding more things that interest us as
Yeah.
time goes on.
I think we're up to
And-
4,000 clubs now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
way up
believe
there.
that.
It was. I remember when we sat at the closing table, the lady said that there was at that time there was 3,400.
Yep.
Wow.
That was the number she gave us. So that's,
So basically, if you can't find something,
Yeah, you
something's
definitely
wrong.
can find something.
Something's wrong. Yeah.
And one question that people ask us that I'm going to ask you is, how are the villages different than your neighborhood back from where you came from?
Oh, I don't know. I would say there's a big difference because you're not really comparing kind of the same environment. Back in New Jersey, mostly everybody was still working.
Yep.
Number one, so the neighbors didn't interact anywhere near as much
Right.
as you would with the neighbors down here who are primarily retired people
Right.
who have more time to get out and do those type of social events. So that's the biggest draw. I mean, you can find somebody to do something with anytime you want over here. I mean, there's always something going on, So it varies. There's a big difference between the two.
And we've noticed it's a lot more spontaneous. So if somebody, they may call or text and they say, "Hey, meet us at the pool or meet us at the rec center," and if you can go, you go. If
right,
not,
right, exactly.
Or call
Yeah.
somebody else, and there you go.
Yeah.
Right. So, speaking of clubs, do any of you golf?
no.
No, neither one of us are golfers.
Neither do we.
Neither do we.
Yeah,
And
I did when I was much younger, but I never got into it again. I just
yeah,
been too busy with other things.
I think that's one of the hesitations on our part was we were looking at the villages, and of course it's built around many different golf courses, and our fear was, is there something else to do other than golf? And
Yeah.
that's absolutely there is. So what kind of clubs have you got involved with or activities?
Well, myself, I've got into the with the ham radio club here because that's something I've been into for years, and also with the drone club here. That's an interesting thing to get into. So those are my two, and of course Mary Lynn is
What's yours?
Well, I like the water aerobics
Yeah.
and the crafts, and also the fit club that's
Right.
part of the villages at every rec center almost. And the new one will be at Eastport. So that'll be great.
Right.
So you found your hobbies.
Yeah,
Yep,
we're looking forward
found
to
it.
that opening.
Hey, and she's also a very talented painter.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
We have a couple of her Christmas ornaments that she's painted on our Christmas trees, so we couldn't leave that one out. So, what would you say is your favorite town square?
Well, they're all nice. They all have their own appeal and draw to them. But if you go down the list, Spanish Springs. I mean, we like to go up there for the car shows because we like to look at they have good entertainment up there too. They always have good groups playing and things like that. If you come down to Lake Sumter, there's always something going on there. That the water is a nice draw to that nice lake that they have. There's a nice draw to it. Good restaurants there, very nice, and they have great entertainment. Same thing. You come down to Brownwood. We like to go on Saturday mornings to the market.
Oh, yeah.
The farmers market they have there. But during the rest of the week, good restaurants. what was I going to tell? You know, the entertainment at night. It all varies in because they rotate all the time. So it's always, there's always something nice going on there. You know, and it's easy. It's for us. That's an easy golf cart ride.
Right.
You know, you guys have done that. You know what that is. That's a nice golf cart ride up there to Brownwood. You know, and of course there's always some nice events going on over at Sawgrass Grove. So you know, there's a good variety down here. Of course, when Eastport opens,
Right.
you know, who knows what they're going to have there. So there's you know, that's still out a ways, and I guess we might see something by the beginning of next year over there. I think as far as the
think so.
entertainments and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a very interesting place. There's no question about that.
Right.
You know.
And each square has their own unique personality.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's very interesting. So you're retired now. What did you do as a career before?
Go ahead, you go first.
Okay, I was co-owner with my father at our appliance store. And after that, I went to the school system in the special education department,
Oh yeah.
working with the multiply disabled. And I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. It's knowing Mary Lynn on a personal level. We always, she talks about, you know, tearing this vacuum cleaner apart and repairing it, or this device, and she's always into something. So
Hey,
And an amazing cook.
and it was fun.
An amazing cook. So how about you, Ralph? What'd you?
Well, I was in electric power generation for 45 years. I worked at 2 different facilities.
Is that all?
You know, long enough. Yeah. And that's part of my interest in electronics and electrical things. You know, so that's why I'm still doing that today with the ham radio stuff and all that. So, yeah, that's my primary career for. I've been into a few other things, but I think, as I told you, but they were just, you know, part-time stuff. But my main, you know.
That's interesting.
Absolutely. That's so as far as we talked about the town squares and stuff, kind of going back a little bit, you mentioned restaurants. Outside of the villages, what would you say is one of your favorite restaurants?
I don't know. We were talking about that.
Like not on a square, it could be just outside of it, but just
Yeah,
something that, you know.
Well, I like Napolino's, and it's an Italian place. Gio's, it's delicious,
Another
and they have a
Italian
deli there.
Very crowded. Everybody loves it.
It's always crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Especially
It must be
lunchtime,
good.
it's very hard to get in there. Yeah.
And Mezzaluna, and the Tap House Social, which when we go through the house, I'll show you the lamp that we ordered, or the light fixture for over the dining room table that we saw at Tap House Social.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
How about any bakeries?
Oh, I can't pronounce the name.
Yalaha. Yala.
We
But
may
it-
not be pronouncing it
Yalahala?
correctly either, but
Yalaha.
It is good.
Yeah.
So, April, how does a true native pronounce that name?
Yalaha.
There you go. From a true native.
Yeah. The
Very
one you're talking
good.
about, the one out on 470.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a gingerbread house.
It's
Yeah,
real
that's
good.
definitely worth the trip.
Yeah.
For anybody
Not
out
too
this
much.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sit there and have your coffee too.
Yep.
it's
Inside or out.
It's
You know.
cute.
and they have some great German schnitzel and some other German dishes. And you mentioned Gio's. They also sell deli meats and cheeses,
Yeah.
which that's another thing
Nice
we
little-
share our love of is cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a purebred.
Oh yeah.
So you can see what the priorities were on our list. You know, but
Hey, we always love it when we get an invitation to come eat at Ralph and Mary Lynn's house. We definitely know that we're not going to go away hungry. That's for sure.
Sorry.
Okay, as a couple, what is the biggest or most memorable adventure that you've had together?
That's it.
Well, we had a we've had many boats, but we've had the last one we had was a 34-foot sailboat. So we used to go every year when Mary Lynn, she was a school teacher at the time, and when she was done for the summer, we would go for 3 to 4 weeks with the boat because I was able to take off from work at the time and that long and all, and we would go for 3 or 4 weeks, and we'd just say we were going either north or south. And this is from New Jersey, from the southern part of New Jersey. We were not too far from Atlantic City and Ocean City, if anybody's familiar with those areas. So we would go for that period of time, and we would just go wherever we felt like going. I mean, if we made it so far, we knew that, well, it's a halfway point, we got to turn around and come back, So that's basically how it went. And it was always a really nice adventure every year because you didn't make any plans to do anything. Whatever happened, whatever came up, and that's what you did, So it was really great, and it was relaxing. Of course, sailboats are relaxing because when you're going 6 knots, you don't have any other choice. There's not much of another choice but to relax. So it was nice. It really was a total change from the normal day, and we always look forward to it. We did that for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
10 years every year for 10 years.
That's cool.
But we
And-
went as far as Connecticut and down as far as Solomon's Island.
Yeah, we got all the way up in New England, and then we actually made it down into the tip of North Carolina one time.
Oh, yeah.
That was about as far as we got at the halfway point.
Right.
So, and it was just, and you meet the people there again. The people you meet, it's like coming here. It's like going to the grocery store here. You always run into somebody, end up talking to them for 5-10 minutes. Well, it was the same way down when you did those boat trips. You'd pull into a marina, and you never knew who you were going to tie up next to every night. You always end up meeting somebody and having great conversations and whatever, So it's really enjoyable. It really is.
And then we used to go down on weekends and stay on the boat in Summers Point where we docked.
Yeah, once we were back at our regular
And
dock.
our friends from Delaware would come, and they had their boat there. They too moved, and they're in New Smyrna, Delaware,
right on the,
New Smyrna.
Yeah, New
in
Smyrna, right
Florida.
on the East Coast. That's where they're at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
we get to see them periodically.
yeah, we'll run over. That's only an hour and a half, I think it is.
Yeah.
Trip. That's not bad.
That's cool.
And you,
So-
at one point, you chartered some or rented some boats and went further down.
Oh
south
yeah,
around the
yeah. I was
Caribbean
I was very heavy into boating. I'm from a young age. I mean, I'm talking about from my 20s, which was a while ago. Yeah,
Not too long ago.
but we would go down. It was a group of us that would go down and charter one of the 50-foot sailboats out of the Caribbean someplace.
Oh, yeah.
And each year we'd do a different leg of the trip. So we ended up going all the way down to the end of the Caribbean islands and back up again, both basically over it was either 5 or 6 year period. Now I forget exactly, but every year we'd go down, and we'd go down for something between, I guess the longest one was 11 days, I think it was. We had the boat for one time. That was like a special they were having or something. But most of the time it was like 5 or 7 days.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have it for. And we'd go as far as we could and fly home from that destination.
Oh, yeah.
And then next time we'd fly to that destination and get another boat and go down farther. So every year we just did a leg of the Caribbean,
That's so
and
neat.
that was great. That was a good trip,
So if you ever see Ralph and Mary Lynn out, ask them to tell you the story about trading fish for bananas. That's a good story.
That's an adventure down there. It was always an adventure. There was never a doubt about that. That was always a memorable moment on those
Right.
trips somewhere.
For our final question, we want to ask you, the person that's watching from home, that's thinking about moving here, what do you believe is the most important thing for them to consider?
The first thing is find the area you want to be in. Where where are you comfortable? Where is it closest or easy access for everything? And then your neighborhood. You have to see who's in the neighborhood, and you'll meet other people and
So
find things
you moved
to
in
do.
a new neighborhood versus a pre-owned neighborhood. Did
Right.
you look at any pre-owned?
No, we didn't.
We did new, and
Yeah.
then we met all the people that also are new to the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, and they're open to more things than people that have lived here for a while.
Right.
Right.
Okay, you finish.
Yeah, I think, I think I told you before, when we moved in here, we were the first ones on this street.
Oh yeah.
I think there was houses that had sold, but those people weren't coming down until the winter months, you know. So we never met up with them. And so we were literally, there was nobody at any of the houses here when we moved in here, in this place. And you guys were the first ones that moved in next across the street from us. So, you know, and I know that's how we met, because there was nobody else. You know, so we naturally, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I can't remember who moved in next. I don't know if it was next door over
There's
here
a
on
whole
this
slew
side.
of them that came in.
You know, Joe and
Chris.
Chris, they might have came down next. I forget how it went now, because then it seemed like everybody started coming quickly after that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, by
it
Christmas it,
didn't
was
take
pretty
long.
full.
Yeah, by that winter. I mean, we're talking about,
Oh, the hurricane brought us together too.
yeah. So that was.
We
that
talk
was
about
kinda
this
how that went.
story to everybody that we know. Yeah. the
Oh
hurricane.
yeah, it was, you know, it was quick after that.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how fast an area fills up.
It is.
Oh,
It's just amazing.
It is.
and their time frame for building is on spot.
Oh yeah, well yeah, oh yeah, that's
They build them, they
tremendous.
move them in, and they can
Yep.
on to the next one.
Yeah, well, you know, when you guys moved in, when we moved in, there was, what is it? I know.
Water's Edge.
Water's Edge
Shady
wasn't
Brook.
even was all dirt.
Right.
Shady
Brook was dirt.
And Shady Brook was almost all dirt.
Yeah.
Right.
And now those two areas are totally filled, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody's in the houses, and you know, it's amazing how fast it really is. You know?
It is. And quality construction. I mean, sometimes when
Yeah,
you
we've
think
watched
about
it. It's-
fast, you know, we were here full time 3 days before the hurricane came through. And
Yeah.
so, you know, we had, you know, you wonder, how's your home going to hold up in the hurricane? And
It held up fine.
it was great. I mean,
Oh yeah, and no issues whatsoever.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think you guys lost power for
We
a
did.
day or
Longer
two or
than we
whatever it
did.
was, and we were only out. I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hour stops maybe.
Yeah.
And then you guys were out for a little longer because that vault was right behind your house. Over
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they had to get to that. It took a little more time for them to get to that one, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was minimal compared.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not bad at all. So it's been a pleasure so far. I mean, like I said, our August 2nd was our anniversary, and we don't look back at anything. I mean, we're just moving ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, thank you so much for letting us interview you.
Yeah.
Letting
you're
everybody
welcome.
get to know these wonderful people.
And next, we're going to go ahead and cut for a minute, and then they're going to show you their beautiful home, and it is an Oriole model, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
Yep. And
Yep.
they,
Oriole.
Looking
see.
forward to it.
they have it decorated great. So we'll see you in just a minute.
This is our Oriole C, and we, like I said before, we were here since August 2nd. So on the outside, what we did first was we did the floor of the garage. The second week we were here, I made it a point to have that done so that before we put anything inside the garage, that floor would have been done, because I know I would have never got to it after everything was in there. So after we did that floor, a few weeks later, we had the driveway done, and they epoxied all the way into the entrance up to the actual front door. After that, I think the next project was the gutters that was done. And along with the gutters, the same company also put the attic stairs in the garage. So that was completed. And the next project I believe we did was the landscaping. And we're still not done with that. That's an ongoing project, but we're getting there. And then the final thing we did was the screen door over the front entrance, and that's a nice feature to have for that style of entrance, because the wind would blow all the yard debris into any loose yard debris, into that area, because it's just a natural low pressure area. So everything would go in there. So once that was on there, that cut down on all of that. Plus, there's a benefit to being able to have that screen door closed, open the main entrance door, open the sliders in the back, and get a nice airflow through there during the cooler months of the year.
So
now
on in.
now we'll go inside, and Mary Lynn will give you a little preview of what goes on at the front door.
We had the door done, and we put the glass in. This was a plain, solid door, and they put the truck out here, and they cut it out and put the glass insert and the glass insert for the panel. Perry's entryway. It's really nice. Let's check it out. Okay, this is the inside of the door. They did the side panel as well. They cut the door panel out and put a whole frame in. We had no glass in there whatsoever. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Makes nice rainbows. So come on in, I'll show you the guest suite. This is our suite, and it has a matching bathroom and a pocket door, so people have privacy. And this is a huge linen closet. And a pocket door. And a coat closet in Florida. Okay, now we'll come into this is going to be the dining area. And then we'll enter the kitchen area. We have cabinets underneath the countertop. Go into the laundry room, and we have cabinets in there as well. This is the living quarters. And the dining area. And if you look on the wall, there's the painting. It's from Mustard Seed, a little gift shop in Middleton. They have beautiful things. And then the light fixture I referred to, that is over at Tap House Social. And come on in here, and this is the master bedroom. And my computer desk. And we also put in the plantation shutters. And then the master bath. And then if you follow Ralph, you can see his hobby room.
And one of the things we liked about this floor plan, this has 3 bed. This is a 3-bed, 3-bath floor plan, and the 1 bedroom that I use for my hobby is in here.
Is it okay?
And there's a bathroom right here off of this. But one of the nice features that I like is this is the door to the garage right here on this side. And if you're outside working or working in the garage or whatever outside activities, you can just come right into a bathroom without having to walk through other portions of the house. That's a really nice feature, So that was one of the things that we decided on this floor plan. Before we bought anything, we had narrowed it down to 3 different floor plans, and this one here just ended up being probably our favorite, obviously because we bought it. But now that the longer we're in here, we're really happy we did. So this was a great floor plan for our needs. So I'll just show you this one other room here real quick. This is the 3rd bedroom, if you will, but I use it for my just for my hobby stuff. So this is where I do all my my radio activities, and some of my drone stuff is over here also. But this is primarily where I spend most of my time when I'm indoors, and so this is the radio facility over here that you operate off of. And then I might have a little workbench set up in here that I build a few of these pieces for other people and all that, and help them out with different projects. So it's just something that I do. We'll go outside one more time and show you the lanai area. Now we're still doing things out here. We're not sure what we want to do here yet, but we're going to extend this out a little bit farther and maybe around the corner. We haven't decided on a final plan yet, but that's in the works for us. We like the fact that the house faces west, so that in the afternoon the hotter part of the day is over on the other side, and this stays relatively cool, especially with the fans running. And then in the morning, it's cooler because when the sun's coming up, it's not hot yet and not as hot yet. So this stays a little cooler. So it's a nice addition to where the house itself. So that's really pretty much all of the floor plan of the house.
Well, guys, thank you so much for showing us your beautiful home. It's decorated very nicely, and you're very generous for letting us take a walk through. And we're fortunate to have you as great friends. So thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank
you're welcome.
you.
Okay, we are back.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really, really neat.
It was.
Here again, that's same floor plan we have.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is exact same as ours. Just that they have an Oriole and we have an Ottawa. But
The difference is
identical.
ours is a veranda model, theirs is a designer.
Right.
Yeah.
But but it's laid out just like ours.
Just the same.
So, yeah.
So a couple of things outside of their home that I really liked. I really liked the drive and the front walkway.
Right.
It really sets the house off
Really does.
from the road.
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
Because we don't have ours done yet. So it's always so nice to see some, everybody that has their driveway already done. But theirs is just like ours. So it lets me know more about what ours is going to look like.
Yeah. And we're waiting because we're probably not going to do the drive and walkway until we paint the home in a few years.
Right.
So that's a project down the road.
Right.
Okay. And there was something else inside you wanted to mention.
So they got the laundry room like I wanted, that had the pocket door, that
butler
had the
pantry?
had the rounded countertop. So kudos to them for getting that.
Yeah.
But Ralph made a great point because, Everett and I will be out doing the yard, but Ralph said, his main thing that he enjoys is having that when you come in from the garage, you have a restroom right there. Because that's the first place we go and start washing hands and from doing yard work. So that was a great thought.
A great thought, and we hadn't considered
Hadn't
that
even-
at all. But we
we
use
use
it.
it.
We
Yeah.
use it that way. So
Yeah.
So anyway,
So that was great.
here again, thanks so much to Rick and
Yes.
Angel for putting this together,
Yes,
and
thanks,
for Ralph and
guys.
Mary Lynn for
Yes.
contributing and inviting us into their home and inviting you into their home.
Right.
So comment down below and let us know what you like about their home.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gorgeous.
And please remember to like and subscribe as well.
Right.
That really helps us out. So what else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, good things going.
Yes.
The puppies are, yeah. We picked-
Puppy's Allie's hot.
she's panting
she's
a little
panting.
bit. So, okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
On our journey home.
God bless. We'll see you soon.